Legal News, 16th April to 22nd April 2017 by Deepak Miglani. Supreme Court Collegium recommended 51 names for judges for 10 high courts. After 40-year battle, man gets back shop he let out for rupees 30. PIL questioned up government's education policy. Do not need Purohit's custody. National Investigating Agency to Supreme Court. Supreme Court to take up Amar's plea on defection law. Police vacancies. Supreme Court summons officials of 6 states. National Company Law Tribunal rejected mystery company's plea against Tatas. Malia briefly held. UK court to decide if he will be sent back. Data protection regime will be in place by Diwali. Centre assured Supreme Court. Film promotion on train case, High Court relief for Shah Rukh Khan. Supreme Court sets alimony benchmark 25% of husband's net salary. Supreme Court allowed auction of Taj Mansingh. NGT slammed Art of Living Foundation over Yamuna remark. Pakistan PM Nawaz Shariff gets Supreme Court Pakistan relief in Panama graft case. Not all insults to religion are offences, Supreme Court. NGT directed DDA to stop illegal construction on floodplain. Delhi High Court rejected AAP plea for paper trail EVMs. Now, news in detail. Supreme Court Collegium recommended 51 names for judges for 10 high courts. Setting a record, the Supreme Court Collegium, headed by Chief Justice of India J.S. Kehar, has recommended 51 names for judges in 10 high courts shortly after finalizing the Memorandum of Procedure for the appointment of judges in constitutional courts. After 40-year battle, man gets back shop he let out for rupees 30. The Supreme Court has come to the rescue of a man from Vadodara fighting to regain possession of a shop he had rented out in 1958 for a monthly rent of rupees 30. Anil Kumar Dhekle had to fight a legal battle for nearly 40 years. He first moved court in 1978 after the tenant defaulted on payment from 1974 to 1976. The Supreme Court has directed the tenant to hand over the possession of the shop in Vadodara within 2 months. Although the apex court sympathized with the shop owner for fighting such a protracted legal battle to get his property back, the court itself took 10 years to decide on his plea. PIL questioned AAP government's education policy. A PIL has been moved in the Delhi High Court challenging the AAP government's education policy under which vocational subjects would replace languages like Sanskrit as the 6th compulsory subject at the secondary level. The public interest litigation filed by a society claims that the decision, which would be applicable on government schools, would result in extinction of languages like Urdu, Sanskrit and Punjabi. Do not need Purohit's custody. National Investigation Agency to Supreme Court. The National Investigating Agency informed the Supreme Court that it does not need custody of Lieutenant Colonel Shrikant Purohit in the 2008 Malegaon blast case, as it has already filed a charge sheet in the case. The agency told a bench of Justices R.K. Agarwal and A.M. Sapre that they were not pressing any more for the custody of accused in the case. Supreme Court to take up Amar's plea on defection law. The Supreme Court agreed to hear a plea of former Samajwadi Party leader and MP Amar Singh seeking his direction that anti-defection law is not applicable to an elected member of a house who had been expelled by his party. A bench of Justice Deepak Mishra and A.M. Khanwilkar said the issue raised by the petitioner needed to be examined by a larger bench and referred the case to the Chief Justice of India to constitute an appropriate bench to decide the case. Singh had earlier filed a similar petition seeking his clarification on whether an expelled member could be disqualified under the law if he defied a party whip. The apex court, however, did not adjudicate the issue as his tenure in Rajya Sabha had expired. Police vacancies. Supreme Court summons officials of 6 states. A bench of Chief Justice J.S. Kehar and Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Sanjay Kishan Kaul ordered either the Home Secretary or a representative Joint Secretary of Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu with the highest vacancies in the police departments to remain present in court to assist the bench in preparing a definite roadmap to fill the vacancies. The Supreme Court had issued notices to all states and union territories on a PIL filed by an advocate in 2013, but the states do not appear to have taken concrete steps to fill the vacancies, which considerably reduce the ability of an already overworked police force to maintain law and order and stop crimes. National Company Law Tribunal rejected Mistry Company's plea against Tatas. In a major setback to Cyrus Mistry, the National Company Law Tribunal dismissed a petition filed by shareholders representing him against Tata Sons as they did not have the required stake to make a case for the alleged operation by the management. The shareholders had 2 months after Mistry's sudden removal as Tata Sons chairman dragged the company, Ratan Tata, other directors and several Tata trustees to the tribunal alleging oppression of minority shareholders and mismanagement of affairs. Mallya briefly held UK court to decide if he will be sent back. The government's effort to bring Vijay Mallya to justice in India for defaulting on bank loans over Rs 9,000 crore got a boost when the UK accepted its request to help extradite the absconding tycoon. Acting on an extradition request sent by the CBI over IDBI bank scam and a service tax case, Scotland Yard arrested Mallya and produced him in a court which, as is the routine in the financial crimes, released him on conditional bail on a Rs 5.4 crore bond and stiff terms until May 17, when a senior district judge will start the extradition hearing. Data protection regime will be in place by Diwali, Centre assured Supreme Court. The Centre assured the Supreme Court that it would bring in a law by October to protect vital personal details people hand over while opening bank accounts, joining social media platforms and using various apps. Attorney General Mukul Rohtgi informed a 5-judge bench headed by Justice Deepak Mishra about the Centre's plan while responding to a petition that expressed concern over the violation of a pupil's right to privacy through sharing of data flowing through WhatsApp because of a change in the app's privacy policy following its takeover by Facebook. Film promotion on train case, High Court relief for Shah Rukh Khan. The Rajasthan High Court directed police not to take action against actor Shah Rukh Khan on a complaint registered by a vendor. The court also instructed Kota SP to serve a notice to vendor Vikram Singh. Supreme Court sets alimony benchmark 25% of husband's net salary. The Supreme Court has set a benchmark for maintenance to be paid by a husband to his estranged wife, stating that 25% of his net salary might constitute a just and proper amount as alimony. However, the court reduced the quantum of alimony in a particular case. It was hearing to a shade under 21%, reasoning that the man remarried and had to support his new family. The court said the amount of maintenance and permanent alimony must be sufficient to ensure that woman lived with dignity after separating from her husband. Supreme Court allowed auction of Taj Man Singh. The iconic Taj Mahal Hotel will go under the hammer as the Supreme Court allowed the New Delhi Municipal Council to auction the property, bringing the legal battle between the civic body and Tata Group run Indian Hotels Company Limited, which has been running the hotel since 1978, to an end. A bench of justices P.C. Ghosh and R.F. Nariman granted green signal to NDMC to go ahead with the e-auction. NGT slammed Art of Living Foundation over Yamuna remark. National Green Tribunal slammed Art of Living Foundation for its founder Shri Shri Ravi Shankar's recent statement blaming the centre and NGT for damaging the Yamuna floodplains by permitting World Cultural Festival on the river bank in March 2016. The bench directed the foundation and other parties to file their responses and objections to the report within 2 weeks. Pakistan PM Nawaz Shariff gets Supreme Court Pakistan relief in Panama graft case. Embattled Pakistan PM Nawaz Shariff got a temporary breather from the Supreme Court on the said there was insufficient evidence to remove him from office, but ordered setting up of a joint investigation team to probe graft allegations against his family based on the Panama Papers. The judgment also ordered Sharif and his sons Hassan and Hussain to appear before the joint investigation team. Note: all insults to religion are offences. Supreme Court. A bench of justices Deepak Mishra, A.M. Khanwilkar and M.M. Shantana Godor said insults to religion often unwittingly or carelessly or without any deliberate or malicious intention to outrage the religious feelings of that class do not come within the section. The bench passed the order on a plea by cricketer M.S. Dhoni challenging criminal proceedings against him for hurting religious sentiments for being portrayed as Lord Vishnu on the cover of a business magazine in 2013. NGT directed DDA to stop illegal construction on floodplain. The National Green Tribunal directed the Delhi Development Authority to stop illegal construction on Yamuna floodplains with immediate effect. A bench headed by NGT chairperson Justice Swatantra Kumar directed DDA to inspect the floodplains near Okhla and submit a comprehensive report in this regard before 26 April. Delhi High Court rejected a plea for paper trail EVMs. The municipal corporation polls will be conducted without paper trail EVMs. The Delhi High Court dismissed a plea by Aam Aadmi Party for use of voter-verified paper audit trail voting machines in the MCD polls, saying it cannot pass such an order at the 11th hour. Thank you.